So today I'm coming to make you think. This is what I do. I try to make people think. I don't come to be a leader. I don't need to see myself as a teacher. The majority of the lectures that I have, I learn more from the audience than the audience learn from me because, again, it's about balance. The audience asks questions, and sometimes ancestors speak out. They come outside of me to say things that the person that came into this dimension out of my mother's womb have no knowledge of. So it's not really me speaking. It's actually the ancestors activated by people in the audience. And this is what happens. So today is going to be a laid back day. We're going to get down to the get down. Now, I had someone tell me, I really don't want to be on Earth anymore. But the question is, how do you know that you are even on a Earth or in a Earth? Think about what I'm saying. How do you know that you are on a Earth or in a Earth? Somebody taught you that. And I can bet you that the same person that taught you that you live on a Earth, while y'all fighting whether it's round or flat, not knowing that you on a Earth or not, the same person that taught you that you are on a Earth taught you your history, right? The same person that you say enslaved you set up your educational facility, correct? The same person that told you that Columbus founded America is the same person that said that you were Africa or you were African, right? So I really came to talk about colonization and titles because a title, to give yourself a title is like colonizing yourself. But the title that you are giving yourself, who colonized that title? Who told you that you were black or African or Chinese or white? See, I'm not coming here to only speak on one dimension. I'm here to speak on many dimensions at one time. Hopefully the ancestors will help me to be able to bring it out in one component, meaning in a short time. I'm known for that. I can actually do, a lot of people say you do short videos, but you get straight to the point. And this is what I like about you. Well, everybody have their own style of frequency and everybody is on a different frequency. Meaning just because we see the same things in the physical realm through our physical eyes don't necessarily mean that it's resonating with us where we really exist. Because where we really exist, we are not here. We are being projected from somewhere else through a mind, which is connected to a bigger mind, which we call the universe. So how do we really know that we live on an Earth? Somebody told us that, right? The word Earth is English. And a lot of people say, well, you like to say, this is English, that is English. Well, you speak in English, of course. I'm here on the third dimension, so I'm respecting the laws of intelligence, so to speak, because I exist here on their reality, not my reality. Remember, we are on a timeline which is not created by you, but you do have a timeline, and it's not numbers. It's beyond numbers. It's beyond energy. It's beyond words. Sorry about that. But yeah, the time that we live on is beyond language. It's beyond numbers. Again, numbers. Just think with me, people. Numbers. I'm talking about the word number. N-U-M-B-E-R-S is an English word. So is these really numbers that we count? Because remember, again, I said the English is not an old language. And I don't care how old of a language that you can go and find. It's nothing older than that which you are created of or made of, or that which you resonate within, which we call beyond the unknown. Because beyond the unknown is your reality. Because you don't even know who you are, what you are. You don't even know your image. That's not you that's looking back at you in the mirror. We are even beyond a soul. So just think with me for a second. What if we were living in water and we thought it was air? What if we were living in water and we think that it's air? Huh? What if we are living in a star which consists of 75% water? And once this star empties out a certain percentage of this water, it creates other stars which manifest intelligence in the form of events. When I say manifest intelligence in the form of events, I'm talking about the thoughts of the universe. What if every star, every thought was created of water? Because when you are in your mother's womb physically, You are inside of water, and you are not human. Your image is not human at that time. You look like something that lives in the water. What if that is a reflection of what you are coming out to, but your two physical eyes is not allowing you to see the water that you are swimming in at the moment? Maybe you are the one walking on water. Could it be that the story in the Bible of Jesus walking on water, could it be something that's reflecting as a reality to speak of something that's an illusion? What if the fish and all the things that's in the so-called ocean is actually living on land, and we are in the ocean? Think about what I'm saying. We're going to come back to the colonization thing, but I wanted to get this in this video because it's so much that I skip over. When you have so much on your mind and the frequency of it is so deep, you have to skip from one subject to another. Just like my teacher, Bobby Hemmett, he'll be talking about one thing and then he'll go to another thing, because when your mind is beeping at a frequency so high, you have to get it out right then and there, or it's like a dream. When you dream and you wake up, you can't remember your dream if you don't write it down right away. That's because you are time traveling through your DNA when you are dreaming. And your DNA has certain dimensions that exist that you have been in before. These are records. You have records in your DNA. Okay? So this is why I have to skip from subject to subject. Now, when we're talking about colonizing and titles, how do you know that you are African, and who told you that you are African? I talk about this a lot, but I have to keep reiterating it, because in order for you to initiate a fire, you have to have some type of friction, and friction comes with determination. You can't take a stick and rub it together 3 times and think that you're going to cause a fire, because that's not enough determination. But eventually, if you keep teaching something over and over, and a person listens to one video and don't get it, they can listen to the next video of that same subject, and the ancestor could be speaking, or a different ancestor could be on another vibratory rate frequency and speak through it, and that same person will get the same thing that you said in that last video that they didn't get. So titles are colonization. So we think that colonizing is a bad thing, and we say that the white man colonized this land and this and that. Well, I think that he colonized you all too. Because anytime you can fight over a title that you did not create yourself, and remember that we are all connected to a higher power. So if you can't create your own title and you feel like you have to follow everything that everybody else do, then this is a religion. It's no different than a Christian. You can't say that you're conscious, but then you down on Christian, but then you fight over being an African when the whole world calls itself an African. And not knowing who created that frequency or that spell to put you to sleep under the colonization of that title that you call yourself as an African or a Moor or a Muslim. Where did all of these things come from? Because they see you as land. You are another form of land to these people. And what do they do to land? They conquer it and they colonize it with titles. So the people that call themselves Moors, you have been conquered and you have been colonized as a land that they call Moor. Africans, they have colonized you, not only in that small percentage that they call Africa, but they have taken fragments of the land and brought it into what they call the United States and colonized it. And they call it African American. It's deeper than what you think it is. And only those who are, I'm not going to say third eye openers, can see what I'm talking about. Because in order for you to know what I'm talking about, you have to feel what I'm saying. See, a teacher, you can listen to a teacher, and I'm not a teacher, and you can hear a teacher and think that you grasp the concept of what that teacher is saying. But there are things that exist beyond teachers, because being a teacher is colonizing yourself as well. So, Osei Kufuor, what do you call yourself? What do the tree call itself? And don't say it call itself a tree, because the tree don't speak. But it does do something that you can't do for yourself, which is to give yourself oxygen. A lot of people say, well, you say you don't have a lot of friends. My friends is the people I go see various mornings when I go to the park. I take crackers and bread out there to the birds, the squirrels, because I know they're not going to backstab me. They're not going to talk behind my back. A tree is not going to disrespect me and turn on me. All of these things is my ancestors. And when I greet them, I don't greet them as a tree or as a squirrel or as a bird. I'm just saying that for the time being for those who are listening. I greet them as is. I greet them as myself because I am a reflection of what you see in nature. You are a reflection of what you see in nature. Do you get what I'm saying? So for all of us who's running around thinking that we have some type of status under classifications of titles that we did not create our own self individually, then you just don't know how words can affect you. Because in order for you to even initiate it or to manifest a word, you have to spell it. Spell. You are under a spell from something that you did not create. Remember, we could say word. Remember that you can place objects, shapes, colors, and things within certain satellites, and you could distribute it to the environment and cause the people to become sick or to become aggressive. Or you could put certain things in the food and cause people to become sick or aggressive or to hear voices. So when we're talking about genetically modified organisms, this is more than a physical oppressor to the body, because what they put inside of these genetically modified organisms is vibratory signals, which actually communicates with your subconscious without you even knowing it. There are things in your food that can communicate to your brain without you even hearing it or knowing it, and it can stress it and make you depressed. And once these signals are sent through your brain by way of these foods, it sends the signals throughout the body, and now you become depressed and stressed. But you were just happy. This is the science of mind control. They don't have to tell you to do this to control your mind. They can actually put communication into your food. They can control your mind by making you think that you live on an earth, or to make you think that you live on land when you actually live in water. Oxygen is everywhere. It's the greatest element of intelligence. Without oxygen, you cannot time travel. Without oxygen, you cannot leave your body. When I say your body, I'm talking about your mind. I'm not talking about a physical body, because you don't have a physical body. For those who still acknowledge that they do have outer body experiences, and they see, look, your body, your true body is your mind. So when you leave in your body, you are leaving your mind to go into another mind, to experience another lifetime that you have been in before, or to experience another dimension that you will go into without even knowing it. So what if we really lived in an ocean, on a star?